I'm trying to smoke a baked potato today. I haven't done this in a couple years.
That's the twin mama. She's gotten really friendly since we spent so much time with her. She lets me pet her.
I'm hand feeding too. This is not the way this is supposed to work. How was that? Was that good? Oh, got slimy hands. So Rebecca and I have been out here for 3 hours today trying to clean up these trees we cut down. So on the other side of this big cherry tree, you can see we've picked up most of the smaller trees and the branches and limbs. And the majority of what's lying here is just stuff that we're gonna take over to the firewood shed. And everything we picked up, we ran through the wood chipper, and we have got a whole wagon full of wood chips. This is the most wood chips I've ever made in one time. And after 3 hours of cutting up limbs, dragging them over to the wood chipper and running them through, we were pretty worn out. And with the wagon being full, we felt like it was a pretty good time to stop. So underneath the wood chipper, you always end up getting a bunch of wood chips that fall out. And we got a decent pile here. We're gonna go ahead and throw that in the back of the wagon. And then we got rain coming tonight, and I don't want it to get wet in the wagon. So we need to find a home for all of these wood chips. I don't have the tailgate on this wagon, so I'm afraid once I start driving, it'll start falling out the back. See if I can throw it up to the front. I've had the wood chipper wouldn't blow all the way to the back, so I've had to shovel it to the back probably 2 or 3 times today already. So up here at the front of the property, I'm thinking somewhere up here we're gonna put the wood chips. We got the one trailer frame. I still need to get this up on blocks. I need to get that axle out from underneath there. I may try to do that next. But what I'm thinking, if I can get back here, I'm thinking maybe of putting the wood chips, like making a pile of wood chips on this side of this stump right here. And I'm thinking this side of the stump will end up being the new compost pile location. And then we can have a lot bigger compost right here. We've already got a few round bales here that are rotting down and composting anyway. So I think that that would work out good. Compost pile here, wood chips there. Well, it ain't gonna do anything unless I hook the hydraulics up. So today we are cooking on the smoker. We're making some baby back ribs for supper. And there they are. So we're on the final step right now. We've got them sauced, and about a half an hour we'll be able to eat them. I'm trying to smoke a baked potato today. I haven't done this in a couple years. This is a huge baked potato. I don't know if it'll be done in time, but I'm gonna go ahead and try that tonight. And we still have the wine pellets, the wine infused oak pellets we still have in there. Except this time we cooked everything like normal. We went ahead and rubbed the ribs, barbecue sauced them just like normal. You can see that they're already falling apart right there. They're gonna be super tender to eat, that's for sure. And just trying, oh, the wine pellets again. Looks like it's running out of sauce here. Oh no! And apparently I'm starting to run out of pellets. See if I can push them down into the auger. I noticed my temperature dropped because we are low on pellets. So when it runs out of pellets like that, it may have just burned out. And I may have to restart it to get it to light. It looked like the auger was completely empty. Sometimes those pellets don't like to fall down and feed into the auger when it gets down to the bottom. So I may end up turning it off and back on and try to get it to relight itself. I'm just gonna leave it open until it relights, and then I can go ahead and close it back up. But I think that's pretty much gonna finish off the wine infused wood pellets in the smoker, and then we'll go ahead and put the regular old pellets back in. All right, it's relit. Turn it back up to 225. Well, that's cooking. I'm gonna go ahead and unhitch the wagon, and then we see if we can move some of the logs around and take them over to the firewood shed. All right, let's go ahead and stop and eat real quick. So I ended up moving the smoker over this corner, and I swear, I think the smoke stays under this porch worse now that it's over there. It used to be here. I'm thinking I really should move the smoker like over here so that the smoke would kind of go out this side. I may have to rearrange this again. Oh man, burning my eyes. Oh. It seems like every time we got in the smoker today, it just like the smoke would go right in your eyes. I think that's a bad spot. All right, I'm gonna put a fork in here. Still pretty stiff in the middle. It's a little softer than I thought it was gonna be, but still, don't think it's quite done. Ooh, hot. There you go. I'm gonna go ahead and turn it up for that baked potato. Well, I think this is our last set of ribs. I think we're completely out after this. All right, back to work. All right, we still got some fencing that is grown into that tree. This is barbed wire, and it is attached to the top of this post right here. Just gonna cut it free. There we go. Dropped you on the ground. Oh, this thing takes a lot of abuse. There we go. Well, I will say we are getting quite the pile here to turn into firewood. Not sure how many sticks or logs, whatever you want to call it, I have here, but I've got a bunch. And I'm pretty sure the pile is actually taller than I am. So we've got quite a bit to cut up here, hopefully later this summer. But I'm probably not going to do it until after I fix the firewood shed. Hopefully this summer. Maybe fall. Maybe winter. I'll get to it eventually. And on that subject, I don't think I'm actually going to repair the firewood shed. I think I've totally changed my mind. I think I'm just going to tear it down, and I'm probably just going to rebuild it the exact way I want it. Instead of trying to work with this shabby structure, we'll build something better that'll last a lot longer. So this end over here is pretty cleaned up now. We still got the stumps that we need to cut off at the ground, and then we come through here with a brush hog and we can get this cleaned up the rest of the way. And of course we got the big cherry tree that still needs to be cut up. And then after that, I think we only have 1, 2, 3 left to cut up, and we are done with this section right here. All right, let's check our potato. Definitely getting a harder outside. Oh yeah, I think she's done now. I still think it's on the edge of being done. Still pretty firm. So I don't think I quite executed this quite right. So this is the biggest baked potato I've ever tried to smoke. I mean, look at the size of that thing. I think it's huge. And I love potatoes, okay? I am a meat and potatoes kind of person. All right, well, the smoke flavor is really only on the skin, and the skin is probably a little too dry. So I think probably next time I would probably smoke it for like an hour, get that smoke flavor in there, and then wrap them in aluminum foil. Keep the skin from drying out, and I think it would end up being better, and I would probably use a smaller potato so it would cook a little quicker. But still, it's been a while since I tried doing this. It's a good use of cooking potatoes at the same time while you're smoking something else. So, well, you can see that the sun is getting low, so it's about time for evening chores. So let's head out to the barn. All right, I've got the old mushroom hunter. Got her out here to help. Actually, it's probably the other way around. She has me out here to help.
Come on, chickens. They're all in there.
How many you got?
19.
19. Number's a little lower.
Yeah, it's a little quieter too.
Yeah, you may notice that. Ooh, that thunder.
Storms are coming.
Yeah. So Rebecca said that Dusty, the rooster, had to go.
Yep,
He kept on attacking us.
he did. We gave him a really good trial run, but
Yeah, we let him live here for what? A month and a half?
couple weeks?
At least a month.
Has it been?
Oh yeah.
Well, we gave him a really long time then.
Yeah, maybe 2 months.
Yeah, so.
Needless to say, Dusty didn't make it. So I went in the coop, was it 2 nights ago, and filled up the water, and he attacked me, and that was kind of the last straw.
Yep.
So he ended up meeting the sharp end of an axe.
Come on, mamas. Come on. You're making him nervous. So the smallest little lamb to the far right was our last baby that was born about 10 days, I think, after all the others.
Yeah, it's been probably a couple weeks ago now.
Yeah.
Yeah, we haven't showed her yet on camera. She is a girl.
You can tell she's slightly smaller, but she's buddies with all the others. It's funny because the boys, they hang out together and the girls hang out more, but the boys really play together. They're very, very playful. And their tails have been docked. We're just waiting for them to fall off.
Yeah, we decided to go ahead and dock the tails. We didn't go real super close like they do for show. We did it more for function.
Yep.
But you don't necessarily have to do it on a hair sheep. It's mostly for wool sheep that you do it. But we went ahead and did it anyway.
That's the twin mama. She's gotten really friendly since we spent so much time with her. She lets me pet her. They're all eating the food. They do whatever the mamas do.
Yep. Now the mama the last baby, she's very protective, and a lot of times she stays back with her baby, and that's why we're only seeing 3 right here, is because she's hiding on the other side of that fence with her baby.
That's the single boy, and that's his mama. He's got that little patch of like grayish brown hair on the back of his neck. Those are the twins.
So that's the protective mama with the youngest one. She always stomps at us all the time.
They all went in. Usually the babies, after the mamas go in, they run out a few times, make a few laps, run and play before they're finally in for the night.
Yeah, it's usually pretty hilarious.
Yeah.
But our luck tonight, the babies won't come out and run around.
Oh, there's 3. 3 white ones. Doesn't matter if you give them nesting boxes. They lay wherever they want.
Yep, and it's usually in the hay. That's pretty
None
cool.
in there. Stomp, stomp, stomp.
Look at you stomp at us. You gonna stomp some more? Yep. She's a stomper. She's protective.
Yep.
Double stomp. Triple stomp. All right, time to beat them to the barn.
You seem kind of lazy
See
tonight.
if Rebecca can do it without peeling out. She threw rocks all over the place the other day. Thought we were in the Indy 500.
Deer.
Yep. They're checking out
Yeah, they're checking out your
wood chips.
wood chips.
And the first one's Larry, of course.
He's always first. Then Mo. And usually Ellie. Maya brings up the rear. It's a little warm today, wasn't it, Maya? Yeah.
It's over in the bowl. It's over in the bowl. She took directions. Larry. Rebecca has me hand feeding him all the time now. Rebecca's afraid she'll get pummeled by Maya trying to get the feed. So now I'm the one that hands out the feed and hand feeds Larry. Isn't that right, buddy?
He's always on alert too. He's keeping an eye out on everybody.
That's another thunder.
Yeah. Yep, here comes Ellie. She's like, never mind. Oh, nope.
Let me look at my hand. I'm hand feeding two. This is not the way this is supposed to work. How was that? Was that good? Oh, got slimy hands. Oh, good. She's moving on to something else.
Yep.
You can tell by his coat that he's shedding, because they are hair sheep. So he is shedding that winter coat right now. So he looks kind of scraggly, but that's exactly what we want. I don't want to have to shear sheep, that's for sure.
Fly season has started.
Yes, you actually have flies on you. It's warmed up, and there's flies on your back. I know, we need to get them off of there. We're gonna have to start doing something.
Larry's safely watching from behind the fence.
I know. Aren't you, Larry? Oh, Maya, your tongue is very, very scratchy. It's like sandpaper. I keep on telling Rebecca one day she's gonna hit a deer on her driveway, because I like to give her crap that she drives too fast on our driveway, and then there's always deer up here. One day she'll hit one. I can say I told you so. So it's getting fairly dark outside now. Now, hopefully you can hear it, but it is like frogs everywhere, and they're croaking or whatever that they do, and it's like in stereo. I can hear frogs like on both sides of me. There's also a bunch of other, I'm not sure what those are, some types of bugs or something that do like a weird chirp. And it's actually very loud out here at the pond at night. There's a lot of wildlife going on. It's kind of crazy out here. It's really a neat place out here at night, that is for sure. And you can definitely know it's spring when it starts sounding like this. It's like everything has come back out. So we do have a little bit of good news about the pond. There are fish in the pond. I have noticed fish several times. In fact, I tried to get them on film one day. I walked up on the inlet where I want to build the bridge, and like all the water just went crazy. And there was like, you looked in the water and you could see like 30, 40 fish in the water. And I took Rebecca out here the other day and we walked around and we were pointing out all the fish that we could see as we walked along the shore. So there's definitely fish in the pond. The pond is still looking good. There is a little bit of duckweed on the side, but everything still looks fairly good right now. So I've got high hopes for this year. I'm hoping that the duckweed and everything will stay in control with the grass carp, and maybe we can get some fishing in out here on the pond. So I'm really looking forward to this year. I'm hoping that we'll have a turnaround, you know, like a change for the better out here. And I am very happy that there's still fish out here on the pond. So that is really good news. So anyway, it's getting dark out here. You know, it's too late to film anything else, but I think that's going to be it for this video. So I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one.